Hi everybody, this is Bo Yoder for 3D Apex Trading and RethinkYourROI.info. Today I want to talk about an asset class that I've been watching for, probably 6 months now, and that would be gold. Now, I don't really have a simple and easy way to get gold charts at you here. And I want something that everyone else can look at as well. A lot of times you're going to have to pay for your futures feeds in order to get the price of gold if you're looking at, let's say, a futures contract. So I'm going to look today at the GLD, which is the S&P, the Spiders Gold Trust. So this is a proxy for gold. It trades pretty close to gold. And there's a lot of controversy out there among the gold bugs who are really looking at gold as a hedge against the zombie apocalypse. That this may not be a great instrument, so definitely do some due diligence if you're looking at it that way. But I'm not really looking at gold like bars of yellow stuff to hide in my basement. I am looking at gold here as a trading opportunity, as an asset, as an instrument of commerce that I can accumulate in areas of distress, and then I can distribute at a nice profit when the rest of the world realizes, geez, I just got to buy gold again. So what do we see here in gold? And first of all, this is this is a weekly chart. You can see gold's just been selling for quite some time now. Most people are very pessimistic on gold. If you do a quick search and look at a lot of the analysis that's out there, it's been a lot of bearish or very negative information out there about gold. But I don't care about people's opinions. I don't care about their fundamental analysis. The only truth in our markets is the tape. And that's the price and the time, and that's what you're looking at here. This is the truth. Every single dot of green or red that you see on this chart occurred because somebody or some group of somebodies took money, real money, out of a bank account and put it into the market, or took real money out of this market, sold their gold position, and put it into some other asset, some other bank account. So that's real. People who actually move money around are doing so with real reasons, whether they be based on good information or bad. That's real. So that's what I like to analyze. And that's really what 3D Apex is all about. These sets of measurement tools that I'm talking to you here about are measuring that. And sure enough, you can see that our objective measurement tool down here shows that the market was selling off and it had pretty decent power, lots of steady power to the downside. However, this last time we had a big push to the downside, two big selling days here, which took it down to an area right around 120, 115. And you can see how there's not as much power there. Let's see if I don't know if I can actually draw a line. I always forget on this. Yeah, we can do that. So you see that power is moving to the upside, showing a decline in bearish sentiment, bearish order flow, and sure enough, there is a push down in price. So that tells you the price decline is occurring without as much sponsorship, without as much passion, and that can present an opportunity. So now we need to go back down. If this is the opportunity in gold, where's the entry? Well, we'd much prefer it if this came all the way back down and retested the lows. And there's I'd say a decent chance that will happen. I don't know if it's above 50%. I'd say probably 30-40% that we're going to get a move back down to these lows, or maybe down to T's with new lows. Market certainly has liked to do that over and over, and you can kind of see that here. There was a little bounce, came back down, teased the lows, and then tried to bounce again before getting hammered. It's not as common now to have V bottoms. It's much more likely to have bottoms that form over time, such as we have here. So with that in mind, let's look and see. Now the nice thing about being an active trader is you can take a couple of trades. You can take a trade, make some money off it, and when your indicators tell you that the power is waning, maybe that's not the ultimate bottom, but it was definitely a bottom worth trading. Then you go back in and take it again. So that's a very important caveat. I'm not necessarily saying that this is the ultimate bottom. I'm just saying that there's some interesting indications, and if there's a trade, I'll take it. And when the trade's done, I'll get rid of it. And the next trade shows up, I'll take it. And that kind of almost agnostic mindset is very important to long-term success in this business. Okay, so what do I see? I see the market rallying up to test areas of resistance, both in the form of chart resistance, which I can draw out here. And for those of you who remember your fundamentals, chart support, once broken, becomes resistance. Of course, we have all kinds of educational materials on that in our training program. So But anyway, very traditional. That's not a proprietary concept. That's classic trading. We've tested that area. We've also tested the 50-period moving average, and we really haven't seen much passion to the downside. So that's just basic tape reading. That's just basic price action. Not really using anything very new or unique. But now, let's go down and use our proprietary power indicator. We can see that the power has really pushed to the upside dramatically. And not only that, but if I come back over again and just, again, using measurement tools, looking at this as you would a gauge or an instrument panel, you can see that it's equaled or slightly exceeded the power that it saw way back here. So this power is definitely pressing to the upside. If this market pulls back maybe to the 20-period moving average, then that would definitely be watching for a higher low, higher high combo. So now we get into that gray area. So what's going to happen after that? Well, that's not really within the realm of accurate forecasting. So this would be a little bit like, we talk about 3D Apex being like a weatherman, right? You can predict the weather. Well, you can predict the weather tomorrow and maybe this afternoon with a lot of accuracy, but can you really predict what's going to happen next week? Yeah, mostly you can get close, but you're really not going to be that fine about it. So some pathways. If this thing pulls back, I think it'll probably rally. I think it'll probably rally up towards the next area of technical focus, probably the 100-period moving average, and that should be plenty for a nice short-term trade. Now, at that point, it might actually begin to form that move back down to the double bottom that we spoke of on the weekly. And this really gets to another point I wanted to make in this little video. Notice how, if you capture a simple move from a pullback to a resistance, that would be called a classic swing trade if you're looking at stocks. Back when I started in the 90s, that was a whole sort of industry that that became kind of a fad. There's tons of money there. That could be worth, depending on what kind of an entry is offered by the market, that could be worth 2 to 4% in gains. So you don't need to be stuck in the old investing mindset where you have to, you buy it here and you make a little money and then you lose it all and then you hope it comes back. And that whole investment mindset, I want you to throw that out. Instead, I want you to look at the market as a constant stream of opportunity, a constant stream of little tiny business profit cycles, right? I mean, you have the option to buy. Let's say you're a retail person. It's summer. Well, so you buy some swimsuits and you sell them. You don't want to hold those swimsuits and try to sell them in the fall. That's outside of that cycle. Same thing here. So we're seeing what could be a wonderful little profit cycle if it does set up properly. Now there are a lot of ifs and as to whether that will happen and what the setup will be. And again, if I'm able to, I'll jump in and do another little video when that gets closer. But I just thought it was a cool setup, and everybody loves gold, so wanted to put that out for you. So look for the pullback in gold. I definitely will be. Don't necessarily think I want to ride it into the sunset, but should be a real nice little swing trade. However, if this thing comes down and makes that double bottom, then I'm excited. Then we're talking about a trade that could perhaps last for some months rather than just a week or two. So something to think about. I hope you enjoyed the little video. As always, interested in your questions, go ahead and get in contact with us on our Facebook page and leave a comment. Love to interact with you. As always, thanks for listening. My name's Bo Yoder. Good luck and good trading.